Hello, welcome to Acharya Ayurveda Academy. From this particular video, we are going to discuss some of the fundamentals of the Ayurveda, which a common layman can able to understand. So they can able to apply these principles in their day-to-day activities, so that they can able to better themselves in terms of communication, in terms of their personal development, in terms of their personality development. So, coming to this, the first of this concept that will be discussed in this particular video is Prakriti. The most of the in layman people are not knowing what actually Prakriti is. Of course, if they are knowing also, they are knowing the little bit information, but they are having little bit ignorance about the utility of knowing one's Prakriti. In this particular video, we are going to discuss what actually Prakriti is, how to identify a Prakriti of an individual in brief as such, and what is the significance of Prakriti that can be dealt in this particular video in short. Dear Acharya Ayurveda Academy community, put a thumbs up and put a bell icon to this particular channel, so that the YouTube algorithms will give you the right information at the right time for the right purpose to have the right designed growth of the self and the community. Hence, we do a thumbs up and put a bell icon here. Coming to the term Prakriti refers to the nature, or what we can say, the literally that is being said to be in the English literature, that is constitution. So the term Prakriti refers to the normal behavior in a particular situation, or observing the specific signs of oneself. For example, when he is alone, what are the different the parameters or the behavioral patterns? When he is in the social community of a gathering of 10 people or 50 people or 100 people, what is his behavior? Or when he is in the marriage function, what may be his behavior? When he is in the office, what may be his behavioral pattern? When he is meeting with their superiors, what may be the behavioral pattern? So that is repeatedly observing that is coming under the purview of the Prakriti as such. When he is having the fear, what may be the nature of his behavioral pattern, etc. That we are going to learn, that is in case of the context of Prakriti as such. As far as Ayurveda fundamentals are concerned, three basic Prakriti, Sharirika Prakriti are being mentioned. They are Vataja Prakriti, Pittaja Prakriti, and Kafaja Prakriti. When you think about the in turn, what actually Vataja Prakriti behaviors are, they are totally unpredictable. They are having the very fast mood swings, very fast emotional disturbances, so that the persons who are observing that particular individual, they are not in a position to identify why such kind of the mood swings or emotional disturbances or emotional lability are happening. So that is a little bit unpredictable. Whereas in case of the Pittaja Prakriti people, they are highly having impulsive behavior. Suppose the persons are visualizing that other person is having a car. The people who are Pitta Prakriti people, they want to have either say similar car, or otherwise they want to have the car of a higher version. In that way, so they are impulsively having the buying nature as such, or they are going to act, what you say, that the immediate anger, etc., they are going to show. Whereas Kafaja Prakriti people, they are having the more slow behavior as such. In the sense, the Vataja Prakriti people, they are going to make the friendships very quickly, whereas Kafaja people are making the friendships very slowly. This is how the Vataja, Pittaja, and Kafaja Prakriti are considered to be. Now we are going to determine what are the different determinants of a Prakriti as such. So when you think about the physical traits, basically four traits are there which actually help one to identify the Prakriti of the individual: physical traits, mental traits, emotional traits, and social traits as such. And when you think about the physical traits, when you look into the patient's body parts, for example, skin, or nails, or eyes, or tongue, or forehead, or hair, or other body hairs as such, so that will be helping us to know about the Prakriti of the individual. Suppose if the person is having the skin of this particular texture, that is indicative of a Vata dominance here, because it is having the wrinkles on the skin surface, which is a particular of a Vata Prakriti as such. When you think about if the people are having this kind of the skin as such, that may indicate they are having the Kapha Prakriti. Whereas if the eyes are having this particular type of the color, that's what we can say the cat's eye appearance, that is considered to be having the Pittaja Prakriti as such. If the people are having premature graying of hair, that is indicative of a Pitta dominance. In this way, there are certain physical characters are there, what we can say, so that will determine the Prakriti of an individual. When you think about the mental traits as such, so the Vata Prakriti people are having the exactly the thinking pattern will be like that. They are totally having the confusion regarding the which the thought process has to be initiated, which should be the next, which should be the next, like that, so that the people will be getting the right thought process as such. So that is considered to be Vata Prakriti people. Whereas Kapha Prakriti people, they may be having the one goal in mind, and based on that, their activities will be. So, of course, their activities or thinking processes will be slower. But the thing is, they will be having the to say that less kind of the unstable thought processes will be observed. Whereas Pitta Prakriti people are having the impulsive nature, such as the in an anger, they are going to purchase a particular subject as such, particular object as such. In that way, so these are considered to be mental traits as such. And when you think about the emotional traits, if the people are having the most of the occasions this particular facial expression, this may indicate they are having the Pitta Prakriti as such. If the people are having this particular facial expression, that may indicate the people are having Vata dosha dominance. If the people are having this particular the facial expression, that may indicate they are having the Kapha dosha dominance as such. So, like that, the emotional traits also determine the Prakriti of an individual. Whereas the social traits as such, in the sense how they are going to communicate in the group of the people as such. If they are communicating the what they are feeling, so that means what are their value systems, belief systems, and thought processes. Based on that, if these people are communicating with the other people, that may indicate they are having the Kapha Prakriti as such. Whereas if the people are not communicating based on their value systems, based on their belief systems, based on their the other, what do you say, that the thought processes as such. So that may indicate that people are having the Vata Prakriti as such. If the people are getting angry for trivial reasons, so that may indicate the people are having Pitta Prakriti as such. So why we need to know about these Prakriti as such? This will be helpful in identifying the one's Prakriti as such, and based on that they can able to perform their activities itself. So which may help to align with their value and belief systems. So and they can able to design their own thinking as such. So if they are knowing their Prakriti as such. Whereas the proper knowledge of a Prakriti that may help in the personal development, that may help in the personality development too. So let me say, for example, if the person is considered to be having the Vata Prakriti as such, let us say, and the other person is having the Kapha Prakriti, based on that, so Vata Prakriti people, they are communicating in such a way that the Kapha Prakriti person will be giving the information as decided by Vata Prakriti person if they are knowing their Prakriti well. So that the mutual benefits both for the Vata Prakriti person and Kapha Prakriti person can be made out. Dear Acharya Ayurveda Academy community, so what is the major key takeaway from today's discussion? Mentioned in the comment box below, and what is the one video that you'd like to hear in the coming days in this particular channel? Mention in the comment box below, and spread this particular video to the maximum number of true Ayurveda learners or Ayurveda lovers, so that they can able to have their own personal and personality development, so that they can able to grow in the fast possible way. Dear AAA community, put a thumbs up and put a bell icon, and spread this particular video to maximum number of true Ayurveda learners, so that the YouTube algorithms will fetch you the right information at the right time for the right purpose as such. That's all for today. Something more in the next video. Thank you.